Boom.
Welcome to Free Spirit Fridays, the Financial Freedom Edition, special Divine Feminine Manifestation Edition for Friday the 13th, 2020. That's right, 11/13/2020. It is a special day. This week is a special week, too. There's 11/11/2020. There's 11/13/2020. And then we have on the 15th, the new moon in Scorpio. So there's just a lot of energy happening this week that is amazing. Opportunity for portals, 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 and more portals. Okay. So get into it. So I am super excited to have one of my partners in prosperity, particularly here with me right now from her Namaste Life on IG. You might follow her there. Miss Asiri Hoot Hoot.
Man, man, when me and you get in the room, oh, it's about to go
Yes,
down.
yes. I'm so excited to have you here with me to have this conversation, all things prosperity, peace of mind, paradigm shift, right? So, yes, if y'all are not following her namaste life, y'all are missing out. Okay. And some of y'all might go there and get offended. And all that means is you got some stuff you need to deal with because we go there and laugh all day.
That part, that that's why
Okay.
laughter is medicine. The truth hurts, and I mean, I just speak my truth. Ain't no shame in my game.
Right.
Yeah.
There's the truth, there's our truth, the collective truth. There is the truth that we don't want to see, right? There's the truth that we're hiding from, the truth that we're running from. But at the end of the day, truth is truth.
Yes. Yes.
So you're going to end up dealing with it one way or another, whether you like it or not, whether it's because you saw it in a meme, read about it in a book, experienced it, witnessed it. Eventually, at some point, the truth is going to smack you in the face, whether you like it or not. So
Absolutely.
we
Absolutely.
are going to do some real talking, some truth talking tonight, like we always do.
Yes.
So let's just get right into it. So, being that this series that I'm doing is Free Spirit Fridays, the first question I'm asking everyone is, do you actually view yourself as a free spirit, and why or why not?
I better be a free spirit. If I'm not, I'll be getting in trouble for the wrong reasons. I'm definitely a free spirit. And a free spirit, we have such a journey. It sits
Mm-hmm.
outside of most.
Mm-hmm.
We endure the brunt of things. We don't give a shit about the rules, and we will fight with life.
Oh, God.
By any means necessary. Like you're not gonna take my freedom from me. You're not gonna put that label on me. You're not gonna tell me what to do. Um, we're leaders. We're leaders. We don't see the world like everybody else.
Mhm.
And so yeah, my spirit is free. I think everybody ultimately wants to be a free spirit. I think that people, the emotional baggage, the emotional intelligence, the societal waste, that is force fed to us. It ruins our spirit and our connection, to freedom. And for some reason we get caught uh And we think that that's life, to just live, pay taxes, and die. Like, I'm way bigger than that. I'm way better than that. I wouldn't have came here just for that. Like,
Right.
nah, take me up to the upper rooms. Because all of this, oh, there is great reward. There is great bounty. um,
Mhm.
my the crown that I wear, being a free spirit, it's enormous, and I'm in love with it. So yeah, I'm a free spirit.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. So, when or how did you realize that, and that you realized that, like, you're here for something more, you're here for something bigger, and there's something unique or different about you? What was the initial moment where it hit you?
I don't know. I don't know. How I always thought everybody had me fucked up.
Day one, came out the womb like, what the hell is this?
Oh, it's always been like no hard feelings, but I'm gonna go sit over there. Like, I love everybody. Um, when did I know? I don't know. I just know now as an adult, I can see pieces and moments um where I was I was shining, you know, always shining. So I think that's really what it is. It's, just showing up to be that
Mhm.
piece that you are to the big collective.
Mhm.
So when I started having children, and children, these mirrors and these teachers, um, and you just start to realize that, yeah, I'm seeing life very different. The way I have to go about things is rather different. So I guess always you just know, you feel it. It's something innate. Greatness, the rumble. You hear the drums. You hear the cymbals and stuff. You know, like you ready for war. Like let's
Mhm.
do this. Yeah.
So, was there a moment when you became a mother, or when you became an unschooler, right?
Oof.
Was there an aha moment there that shifted something in you?
As far as unschooling, I didn't see it any other way. I don't, for me, like people be like, I decided or I chose or took, I didn't have, it was no other option. So there was that. Um, I knew that there were certain ideologies and indoctrinations in the public sector that I wanted my children to have nothing to do with. So it was, I think we're just constantly evolving. There is no like moment. It's really more like all the moments that collectively amount to, this great human experience.
Mhm.
Uh I have aha moments all day, every fucking day. Some days it'd be like, turn off the aha.
Right,
Like,
right.
I get you. I got your money.
Right.
Slow down. But
Yes, I understand. I remember a friend asked me one day, she said, you ever feel like your head is gonna explode? Because you always have all these ideas or aha moments. I'm just like, no, like, is there any other way to be? Like, I don't know. So I definitely understand. So, what advice might you give to someone who is like on the edge of it, like they really want to be a free spirit, or they really want to take that leap, but they're just like, I don't know, society, right? What would you tell them? What do you think they need to hear?
I think, are you willing to abandon your suffering?
Mm.
Because everything, vibrationally, under willingness in the levels of consciousness is, shame, guilt, all of these just yucky vibrations. So to begin with, I guess I don't think you really even can start. Like you not like your passport is denied, like decline. You are getting declined if you can't get a hold of all that negativity, that baggage that you carry. So I would say first, you have to be willing to and accept, like, am I really about to let some shit go? Am I really gonna forgive? Am I really going to trust? Am I really gonna have faith? It's a willingness. You gotta be willing, because I feel like a lot of people are just dead and going with the flow and just hopeless. And you can't manifest with hopelessness. You can't do shit with them vibrations, nothing, but
Mm-hmm.
go to the funeral.
That's
So
so true.
um you got to be willing to really, rewrite your story. And some people don't like going through those closets and doors because it's so painful. um and the thing is it ain't even your shit. It's just this experience you had. It
Mm-hmm.
really don't have nothing to do with you, at your core, at your essence, at your divinity. It's just this story and this loop that, got stuck, you know. And since we're these powerful creators, you create from that lower vibrational state. We're that bomb.
Mhm. Right.
To have what we want. And you either manifest in your fuck shit, manifesting, the life of your dreams, and changing your circumstances. But can't nobody bring you out of hell till you ready.
Right. Mm-hmm. So we have to deal with our beliefs and then deal with being a co-creator and actually come to a point where we believe that we actually play a role in what we're creating and what we're manifesting, that that's actually occurring, and that what we believe contributes to
Mhm.
that, good or bad.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
when we talk about financial freedom and things, and, every so often I put out a question just to see, where kind of the collective is at, right? And I'll ask a question
Right.
like,
But go ahead.
uh, I'll ask a question like, just open, like in the air on Facebook, just put it out there and I walk away, right? So put something out there like, what would you rather have? Financial stability or financial freedom? And most people say financial stability, you know, and could not see how stability could be an illusion, and how for most people the concept of financial stability, they thought that that would be the only way to have the freedom.
Mm.
And I thought that the responses were extremely interesting because it showed me yet again how limiting we can be to ourselves and to each other when we think that financial freedom or financial success or wealth or riches only looks one way or only can be achieved one way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so my next question to you is like, because a lot of times it seems like people feel like you have to hustle. You have to hustle hard. And I feel like while there is some increase of the conversation of like manifestation and abundance, it's still very like, there's like this scale where it's like 1 minute you see a lot of people maybe talking about manifesting and abundance, and then the next minute it's like everybody's talking about hustling. And it's kind of like there's this dilemma, right, in the collective about hustling hard versus manifesting, or like the only way you can manifest is if you hustle hard, right? And so my question to you is like, do you believe that? Like, do you believe that we have to hustle hard, or do you believe that we can manifest, or what do you think the key for that might be?
Um, my first reaction to that is, I have a disdain for the hustle hard, you know. Like it's like no. It doesn't like no, like not me. I get it, you know, like
I just had like
get it.
I just had like this random DMX moment pop in my head. Like you was like, I have a disdain for hustle hard, and DMX is in my ear like, DMX, like.
But with the same coin, manifesting is a hell of a hustle. So it is my hustle. It is how I acquire a lofty ass life. It's from the way that I think and speak and perceive the things that are in my world. You can create something rather beautiful with just simple hustle in the commitment within you. Like you are the work. You are the, so it's both. But aligning to anything that takes you down to those frequencies from below 200, where it's guilt, it's shame, it's if your hustle has you thinking it has to be this way, but you're not enjoying it, you're not fruitful now, you're not having those feelings of bliss and prosperity now, then I would say you in the wrong game, and you hustling and manifesting backwards. So yeah, that would be that on that. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yes, makes complete sense.
It's both yin yang. Like you are the hustle. You need is both.
So the self work and the growth are major to the shift and major to that foundation.
The discipline, because the discipline it takes to show up for yourself, the courage it takes to show up for yourself, the self-love, the commitment to self-love, that work is such I'm the fruit of that. It lines up like butt cheeks. I'm telling you, like it'll happen for you. It's the math. Show up for yourself. It shouldn't be this. Everybody got a story. Rock bottom. You gotta know it.
Right.
You gonna know her. You gonna meet her. Like don't think like please, like don't you get to skip that part of the class and graduate or go any higher, because no, you gonna Oh yeah. Life,
Mm,
you came to experience all of this.
mhm.
And if you ain't, lick that dirt on that day, then you would never appreciate the icing on that cake.
Mhm, mhm.
So it just is what it is.
So glad that you mentioned the discipline and the courage. I think that a lot of times when we're having these conversations and we talk about being a free spirit or carefree or like woo woo or mystical, metaphysical, like people think that that has nothing to do with being disciplined or being grounded. And honestly, it's quite the opposite. If you don't have any discipline, if you don't have anything, you know, that you're committed to at this high level, if you don't have the courage, you ain't manifesting nothing. you know, Part of being a free spirit definitely requires bravery. Like you mentioned initially, like going to war, right? Being able to fight life. We talk about taking the leap. All those things require great courage and discipline.
Hmm.
And, that is not brought up enough. We can't just, we are definitely not out here manifesting things and building things without discipline, without courage, right? Even when you mention like showing up as yourself and shining, right? Even that takes courage and discipline. You said the self love, that takes courage and discipline. So, ooh, all this food for thought for the people. Love it. So, speaking of commitment and these things, right? Why are you committed or dedicated to helping people realize these things and talking about prosperity and helping people get a better understanding of shifting into a new paradigm?
um, I don't like being happy alone. Um, I don't like seeing people suffer unnecessarily. And for me, like I say, all that's required is showing up. So for me, it's honorable to share my light in hopes of being a light to others. Um, it feeds my soul. It's priceless to me. There really isn't a greater reward um, than pulling or helping or being the reason that someone was able to unlock themselves from such a torturous mind and reality. Um, right now, so many are living in such a fear that it's uncomfortable for me.
Mhm.
And with each day, the alarm and the trumpet and the drums and it gets louder.
Mm, mhm,
Um, to show more, to shine more, to give more, to like I feel like there's this great, big, expansive, never ending collective of love that is rooting for us,
mm,
rooting for humanity to love itself. So it's a beautiful thing with excellent benefits, to show up on behalf of that love. So
mm.
that's why I show up.
So love, right? Because we were talking about like courage, and the opposite of that, you mentioned fear. You mentioned, the shame, the lower vibrations that keep us from the prosperous experience, to keep us from the abundance, right? So when we come out of the suffering, when we start to release all the things and we get closer to that vibration of love, what is it about that helps us connect with the prosperity? What is that really like? What does that have to do with freedom?
Freedom is open possibilities, you know. So connecting to the all, the be all, like all the possibilities, all the opportunities, all having a access pass. So living in that vibration, living in that state attracts much. Like it's like it couldn't not sweep you off your feet. It could not fascinate you. It could not, like, bliss, because joy, peace, unmeasurable infinites. Once you can feel that about your existence,
Mm-hmm.
the world opens up and becomes this magical realm of play, and you begin to see that you can bend your reality, and you can play with time, and you can be the magic and the spell and all the things. And then that's living. And everybody should be able to experience that, whatever that looks like for them, because we're individuals. If you know outside of all the labels, outside of all the, you got to look like that, you got to be that, you got to have that, you at your essence are here to experience and create in vastness, not just this little, like, oh, I bought a house, I got a car, like the fuck, like what are you, I mean, and I don't know, because I've experienced a lot. And I remember being at points in my life where it's like, okay, you got money, you done bought the houses, you got the cars, you got the kids, you got, you checking all the boxes. Like, okay, now where is the happy at again?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I thought that, I got my
Right.
list.
Right.
Life, you told me, bitch. Like, you told me if I had a nigga that came home at night, all the bills was paid, we had these kids. Like, where is my smile? Where is my, like, so, you know, you get sent on a journey to figure out, like, love, man, love is you. Happiness is you, bitch. That's a one man show. That's a one woman show. Ain't nobody coming. That's an experience. And it's beautiful. And everybody should get there. Because then wouldn't nothing piss you off? You wouldn't be in the car with the road rage. Be, pissed off at the job, because you would know that job is taking you to another place. You wouldn't, all of the, the comparing that we do to other people, the whole, the grass is greener over here. We wouldn't do none of that. So freedom is a hell of a drug. I encourage everybody to get high. Like soar,
Yes.
soar, like fly, do all the shit.
Yes.
Show your ass in life.
Yes. I can be, I'm that somewhat of the reckless friend, right? Like I'll be encouraging you to quit your job, like come on, get out the matrix, like do it. Don't be the friend calling me because you mad about work. I'll be like, so what you gonna do? You about to quit? Like I'll be like, what we doing? You need me to come help you
Right.
pack your stuff? Like,
Right.
I am just, I'm that person, who's always like, oh, you ready? Come on, let's get out of here. Go on our next adventure, explore, right?
Yeah.
It makes me think about when I teach my Reiki master classes and when we get to the highest level of Reiki, and I start talking about, as you mentioned, time jumping and stuff like that. And I start talking about time jumping and Akashic records and astral travel and all those things. And then there's always this moment where somebody says, how do you deal with all this and still live a normal life? And then I'm like, wait, who are you talking to? Have you met me? Have you've had conversations? You're in my class. You normal what? I do not. I don't. How? There's no way.
No way.
And what is normal anyway, right? But, somebody else's normal and my normal is not the same thing, but when people say that to me, I know that they're asking like, about things like following rules or following certain schedules. And I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that. Like, sometimes I make a schedule for myself because that's what I want to do. So I can do certain things, or I'll schedule a time to meet with a friend. Like we're meeting right now, we set a time or whatever. But even that, I won't be like, oh, we said we were supposed to talk at 9 o'clock and it's 9:01. Like, no, this is that. It don't mean anything really.
Right.
It's just a symbolism. It's like, oh, we mean at this time. Okay. How close is that to the time I want to go to sleep or not? Like,
Right.
it's
Right.
like when people tell me they want to meet in the morning, the only reason why I stop and think about it is because I'm like, do I want to talk to anybody that early? Right? It's not because it's not for any other reason other than like, should I talk to anybody before noon? Because I'm kind of moved with the sun. What's the sun doing at that time? What is the moon doing at that time? How close is that to when I woke up? You know, you
Right.
want to talk to me at 9 a.m.? I might be rolling over at 9 a.m. I don't know. Right? So
It ain't
that,
gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
no, that's how,
Not,
you know.
as chaotic, or I don't know. Like
Right.
I've been thinking all this time is about a whole lot of chaos magic.
Oof, talk about it.
I love to find the calm in the storm. Like I just feel like that's just life. Life is calm in the storm. Like it's like why is you looking for shit to stop happening? Shit will always happen. Like that's number one. Okay. Like you like you want to
Right.
throw 101, shit is in the mix. Okay. Get
Right.
over that part.
Right.
Um, but what I consistently do is show up for myself. So my rituals of self-care are are is how I keep my crown on. It's how I know I'm God. Um,
Mm, mm-hmm.
it's how I know, because it's something about amnesia. I don't know, like we forget, like it's like So I learned because I would be so high up in the clouds, and I had to learn to 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 fall in love with the discipline, to be disciplined in the things that make me better. Because if I'm all right, then everything is all right. But
Right.
if I'm jumping out of bed because I got to get on a call, or I'm, like, no,
Right. Mm-mm.
no, it'll never work that way.
No, that would throw off my whole thing. For some people, you know, I know that what I was just saying and what you're saying sounds like chaos, right?
Right.
Like, what do you mean you wake up whenever you want and you don't just that is my ideal, you know. Some people, they say they like to get up at 4 a.m. and they like to get up at 5 or 6 a.m. Nope, not I. You don't want to see me at that hour.
Yeah, and I have my seasons. Some parts of the year I'm up early. I mean, witching hours is going down. I'm loving it. Other part in these winter months, don't look for me. Don't
Mm-mm.
please don't look for me. I'm not gonna be there.
No, no. It also depends on, like I mentioned, where the moon is at. Like if the moon is in certain signs, I will be more likely to be up in the middle of the night. But for the most part, no, it's not happening. So
True.
speaking of that and speaking of the moon, divine feminine energy.
Ooh.
This number 13. So what are your thoughts around divine feminine energy and the shift that is happening or the shift that needs to happen?
um, I mean, give us the fucking keys. Um, divine feminine is powerful, necessary, and it's time. It's time to rewrite some rules and
Mhm,
behavior protocols
mhm,
um, when it comes to women. Uh, we have been disrespected in these streets on every level, on all sides, in every aspect of our existence. And I'm very excited about this um, recalibration is in
yes.
our midst. Um, I think that everyone's ability to harbor feminine and masculine energy needs to be addressed collectively, as well. Because sometimes women need to be raw and and be very mannish and run up, and that needs to be okay too. I think it brings up a whole lot of sexuality things for me with the divine feminine, because it's like you got to put some respect on our names. So I think our young girls need to grow up hearing about it. um, I think our boys need to be shown um, that model, that version, that pedestal, because we're life. We represent that half, and um, honor is necessary. It just is. Um, so yeah, I'm excited to kind of come away from that pesky ass patriarchy and embark upon some very feminine scale adjustments,
Mhm.
um, because it's a beautiful thing when women come together and create in a very divine way. Yeah.
Mhm. I feel that. I feel that. So what words of encouragement or what motivational message would you like to give to those who identify as feminine and mothers and mystics, our free spirits, our woo-woo types?
I would say come out the cages. It's safe. It's safe. It is safe
Break out.
to no longer judge anything. It is safe to allow people's to have other people to have opinions that differ from yours. It is safe to accept people as they fucking stand. Um, it's safe to choose love again. Uh, come out of those boxes. Come out of those labels and set a new bar for your life because the energies that I'm feeling, these portals that's opening, these warriors that quarantine and COVID is producing, um, it's time to really roar and take dominion and grab your soul in sovereignty and create the life you want in the midst of complete and utter bullshit.
Yes. Yes. You know,
Yeah.
it's almost like you look at everything that's happening, right? It just reinforces for me, like, oh, they on that bullshit. I can be on my bullshit too. I can create my whole own bullshit and
Oh,
great in it. Cause
oh
if they
man.
doing that, I
Exactly.
can definitely do me.
Exactly.
Easy.
Because you could tell, like, oh, they doing some rituals.
Clearly. Clearly.
This is blood sacrifice right here.
Listen, I
Yeah.
pointed it out the other day. We did a Free Spirit Friday last week. We did readings. And I just pointed out, like, listen, there's a reason why elections take place in November during Scorpio season, right? Nothing is coincidence. And so maybe in the past, we could dance around or whatever. But everything that's happening right now, if it is not clear to you that there are rituals done around all of these holidays and special designated days, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't.
Catch the next boat.
Just, because energy don't lie. Energy is. It cannot be created nor destroyed. It's just gonna keep going. And if you can't see that things is just going like this,
Yeah. You gotta use it to your advantage. Like you gotta take all of it. That's what alchemy is. Like, all right, let me take this and turn this and create it, and I'm gonna add a little of this, and I'm gonna put my secret sauce on it, and you create that. Like, man, it ain't no limit. It's no limit. People do it every day.
every day.
Breaking glass ceilings every moment of the day.
Yes.
Why can't be you?
Exactly. Exactly. Yep. So anybody that's on that edge, like, oh, I just need to, I don't know, like, just please just do it. Please.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you find, you catch yourself, you keep hesitating, hit up her Namaste Life, hit up Ascension with Angelica. We will talk you into it, boo. Trust me.
Right. Right.
Please take the leap. Please let us help you take that leap.
Yeah. Yeah, just it's time everybody got to choose them. You know, put the mask on you, and then, you know, you showing up, me showing up for me is the only way that I know how to parent, you know,
Right.
because kids don't give a damn what you talking about. They watching like, oh shit. Like I'll be telling them like, y'all, like it's winter time, like we, you know, it ain't gonna be as much outside. What's these workouts gonna do? If I wasn't getting my ass up, well, how am I have them getting up? You know, like it just, you know, what I'm telling them to make their bed for if I ain't making mine. If I don't wash my ass, what I look like talking to them. You
Right.
follow what I'm saying? If I ain't speaking life, you know what you know, you parenting is the example.
Mm-hmm.
So it you working on you, it flows into all the pillars of your life, your finances, your relationships, your love life, your parenting, just it just pours over into all the valleys, and it heals. Working on you heals. And I don't really like the word heal because it gives like this sense of kind of like this one and done, you know, like, you know, once I look at my heart chakra, you know, I'm healed, you know. Like, no, bitch, like that. it's,
No.
it's you and that heart chakra till you leave.
Yes, you gotta
You
keep
know,
revisiting
man,
that heart chakra. You gotta revisit that heart chakra every day. Like
yeah,
everything. I love what you just said because everything is a mirror.
mm-hmm,
Everyone in your life is a mirror for you. And it's not, sometimes we think about it, oh, it's reflecting back to me, my energy and things like not like that so much as when I say that right now, I'm saying that it will, all the mirrors, your children, your love life relationships, your co-workers, your business partners, whatever, all these things will mirror back to you what you still need to revisit, what you still
yeah,
haven't dealt with yet, what you
yeah,
still have not experienced yet.
yeah,
There's always a yet. There's always another thing. There's like, I say all the time, we're like onions, right?
mm-hmm,
Keep peeling. There's more tears. There's more letting go. There's another layer. There's another layer. It's never like we're a finished product. It doesn't end.
right,
If it ends or if you feel like it's just stagnant, you stuck. You
right.
know, that's when you just stuck.
Peaceful.
But if
I'm. It's still like it's still a stab. It's still a painful, but I definitely throughout the years, I definitely processed through things a whole lot faster because it's you get used to the ride and you get used to the to balancing and surfing and riding the wave, but it's definitely a practice of
mm-hmm,
wills, and it's definitely an ever evolving assessment um, of what you got going. And I think that's a good thing. Like I really I wouldn't want to go back to unawareness, be unconscious. Like I don't want to be the one, you know, walking in the store with the mask on.
oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I can't. I hate it.
Mm-mm. And my mask, because the only like I have to put it on if I go in Walmart. When I go to Trader Joe's, they don't give a damn because Trader bullshit. Aldi's, they don't give a damn either. I mean, the rest of the store got on the mask. I just personally, it's dignity for me. It's dignity. It's like I'm not stupid. So because I'm not stupid, I have a very hard time putting on a mask. And then I see people like, what's the big deal? Just put on the mask. What about other people? And I'm again, I am not slow. I don't ride the yellow bus. I feel fine. COVID, bring it. Give it to me. Shit. Do I gotta show y'all? Shit, the fuck.
Oh my God.
People be like, if your mother, like if my mama had it, I'm not putting on the mask. We wear masks. Everybody already got on a fucking mask.
Oh
Ain't
my
nobody
God.
living, people don't live in their truth. You get another mask on? Get the fuck out of here. I'm
Oh
not.
my God. Listen,
That's just
I'm
me.
so like, I be so in my own world. And then I'm so rebellious. And I'm such a rule breaker just naturally that when I go somewhere, first of all, I'll forget. And then I'm like looking at people and they looking at me and I'm like, oh, okay. Let me not cause no, I put it on. Secondly, from the moment I put it on, I feel like I can't breathe. So now, whatever I went to do, I'm in a rush to get it done and get it over with. And I cannot wait to go out the front door. And as soon as I get out that front door, I'm like, whoo, yes, catch my breath, right? It's like, I think I might start itching or something and breaking out in a rash because I got this mask on, right?
Girl.
And then it's so interesting when like you're walking around and trying to communicate with people. Somebody could be right next to you in the store and you trying to tell they can't hear you. Y'all both got masks on. Y'all can't hear each other. Y'all right in front of each other's face. Still can't hear each other now. Then you might be smiling at somebody, but they can't tell because they can't see your face. And you trying to, oh, am I smiling with my eyes? Can they tell that I'm smiling at them? It's too much.
It's
It's too
killing
much.
off our humanity.
Yeah.
It's purposeful. I feel it breaks my heart for the children, for the ones that's not talking, that have this reality of people walking around with masks. Um, I feel like it's this big fucking joke. It's this it's this like they pulled it off. Like look, like I am amazed when I go in the store and everybody has on a mask but me. I'm like, I don't know. Like, why did you comply so easily? Like, who gonna check me? Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's a mandate. It's not a law. Like, where did you read where you had to? Like, leave me alone. Ah,
Sometimes I don't even, go outside just so I don't have to deal with it. It's just,
but they
like I
walking
can
down the
go,
street.
I can go out in nature, right? I'll go out in nature, but I don't like Walmart and stuff anyway. So, but
Walmart
like,
don't even have the lights on. Walmart, that's how you
but
know. That's how you know Walmart is in on it. They got a dog in the race. Because
listen,
why you paying somebody to make sure that everybody that walk through here got a mask on, and you know it ain't no fucking law, but you got a dog in the race. But like I said, that's why I try and stick. And the people that walk around with the mask and you outside, that's a new level of, you are in you your level of consciousness, your level of awareness, your level of life. That's scary shit.
it's just like, another level of fear programming.
Yeah.
And I can't live like that,
No.
and it's also another experiment, like we had the text messaging experiment, the email experiment was first, then the text messaging experiment, then the social media experiment, the Facebook experiment, right? So now it's like, okay, well, we got them talking to each other less and less. They can talk over the internet. What can we do next? What can we get away with next and hide from them next? Oh, let's make them put masks on. Just
Yeah. I'ma be and I'ma just say it because it's coming and I don't want nobody to lose their shit even though they already are. Next. Because if you really pay attention, you could tell what's happening. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it don't be like, oh my God, what are they doing? Like if you're paying attention, you know what's next. Um, yeah, I'll leave y'all alone. I ain't even gonna.
No, somebody was talking about something that we ain't leaving it alone. I told you I'm the reckless, rebellious one. Somebody was talking today about how they came across an article or something about in certain cities they are going to roll out mandating the vaccination. And someone said in response to that, well, how they gonna know if we don't get it? And I'm just like, yeah, everything we do is tracked, right?
Yeah.
We sitting here right now, I can say something like, I love yellow pillows. And I pick up my phone. And next thing I know, there's ads for yellow pillows.
We let them in.
We being tracked. You
Let 'em
think
in.
they
Yeah.
listen. And then it's already in some other countries how, they were able to quote unquote end it faster, right? Because everybody was given a phone, or everybody had to have a phone, and the phone had to be on at all times. And if you turned your phone off or put it somewhere to make them think you was somewhere you wasn't, you know what happened? They busted in that door and you was arrested. So I mean, I'm not one for like trying to scare nobody or nothing like that.
Right.
But
It
if
is so
something
weird.
if something's gonna happen, if something, they want to mandate something or whatever they want to do, or they're gonna trick people into it, however they do it, 'cause that's how they usually do everything anyway. It's gonna happen, you
Yeah.
know. So, like you said earlier, we can keep being in fear and all these things, or we can take some leaps and co-create. And manifest and take it up a notch and take it to another level. Because
Right.
really, if all we do is sit around and wait for them to give us more mandates and wait for them to give us more taxes and wait for them to give,
Yeah. You
mm-mm,
got to learn to sit outside all of that. For me, politics is a hilarious sitcom. Um,
child.
so even the Bible
Mm,
tell you, to be what is to be in this world but not of this world. Like you gotta really come to
exactly.
a place in sovereignty in your freedom to where it don't matter. Like, and another thing I would say, like, stop sucking the government's dick. It ain't right. It ain't right. Like, just stop it. They are not your daddy. They are not looking out for your best interest. They do not tell the truth. Like, stop listening to their asses. But I digress. You know, some people like
Child.
that's the end all be all. Like they, like whoever the president is, like that. That plantation life ain't no fucking joke. Like I wish they would burn that motherfucker down because it ain't serving them. It's
Listen.
not serving them at all. That mindset is crippling. It's diabetes. It's heart disease. It's all that shit. It's cancer. Like, who gave you the cancer? You.
Mm, mm,
Your belief systems, your threshold. You were available. You were open to that shit. You invited that shit. You said, come here, shit.
ooh,
It's
child.
right for me. I ain't doing that shit with y'all.
No. Mm-mm. Well, some people gonna have some people see this and they're gonna be like, oh yes, they're gonna be like, can I get a witness and testifying? And we're gonna have other people see this and they're gonna be mad.
Stay mad
You
at
know.
Stay the fuck mad at me because that let me know your sheets is showing. You
Listen,
dirty. You dirty.
listen.
Like,
If
man,
we ain't laughing, we ain't loving, and we ain't getting no closer to enlightenment without that. So I don't want no parts of it. So if you mad, you mad.
yeah,
And I will continue to frolic and be reckless and be rebellious
yeah,
and continue creating my own reality.
yeah, yeah. My name gonna ring loud in these streets. I'm not, I'm not regular. So, so, you can like it or love it, but it's going down.
For real, for real. Oh, I always love talking to you, Hoot. Thank you for being a part of the Free Spirit Friday series.
NT time. See,
And
that's my
again, if the people
right.
want to follow you, they check you out at her.namaste.life. Is there anything else you want the people to know?
Um, be amazing. Be amazing. Prosperity is your birthright. Peace of mind, that's your birthright. It should have priority in your life. So get with it, Open that damn door. Clean that closet out. You'll thank yourself later. Yeah.
All right. All right. Peace, everybody. Thanks for joining us. See y'all next time.